Good morning, Year 3 Amber. Mr. Goodall here. In this maths lesson, we'll be studying fractions equivalent to a quarter. Our LI for this lesson is to find fractions equivalent to 1/4. Please pause the video here whilst you copy this LI down. To understand quarters, we will be looking at pie charts. So we'll be looking at pie charts split into quarters, eighths, twelfths and sixteenths. So here we have our first pie chart, which is split into 4. So I'd like to pause the video here whilst you find 1/4 of this pie chart. So if you circled one of the 4 spaces in this pie chart, very well done indeed. I'd now like you to pause the video whilst you find 1/4 of this pie chart split into 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Off you go. So, 1/4 of this pie chart we would be shading in 2 eighths. So as you can see, the space of this pie chart is very similar to the quarter that we shaded. So instead of filling in 1/4, we're filling in 2 eighths of the pie chart, as this pie chart is split into 8. So here we go for the pie charts. This is split into 12. Please pause the video here whilst you have a go. So this pie chart split into 12. I'll be circling 3 twelfths of this pie chart. So that makes 1/4 of this pie chart. Just like we circled in 2 eighths here, and just like we circled 1/4 of this pie chart here, this pie chart we coloured in 3 twelfths to find 1/4 of this pie chart. So let's have a look at the one split into 16ths. Try having a go at this. So I am going to shade 4/16ths of this pie chart split into 16ths. So like we circled 3 twelfths here and 2 eighths here and 1/4 here, we coloured in 4/16ths. So if you got any of these right, well, very well done to you indeed. So what we're going to do now, like yesterday's lesson, I'm going to give you a selection of fractions and you have to circle the one which is equivalent to that of 1/4. So here we go. So here we have a group of fractions. Let's find in this first row the one equivalent of 1/4. This fraction is the equivalent of 1/4 here. Let's see how you do with the rest of the rows of fractions. Please pause this video here whilst you attempt the rest of these rows. So, the fraction equivalent to 1/4 in this row of eighths is 2 eighths. As you can see, we shaded 2 eighths of this pie chart here. So that means 2 eighths is 1/4 of a full eighth, which is 8 eighths. So let's go on to the 12s. 3 twelfths is the equivalent to that of 1/4, as we noticed here with our pie chart. We shaded 3 twelfths, as this was 1/4 of a whole of 12, which is 12 twelfths. So 12 divided by 4, as we're doing with these pie charts, we're dividing these by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And 4 divided by 4 is 1. So let's go on to the 16ths. So 4/16 is our equivalent fraction to 1/4. So well done if you got any of these right. I look forward to seeing your work being emailed into year3@grange.harrow.sch.uk.